As we come to Yoga Nidra, we can establish a very comfortable position to exist in for the duration of this guided, meditative, sleepy relaxation practice. As we get comfortable, allowing the mind to focus in on a stable and comfortable position. It's handy to have extra pillows, blankets, cushions and supports around that you can place underneath any parts that might otherwise be hanging in the air, in space. You can prop up extra little parts with these additional props you prepare. And as you're settled in, you might choose to stay in the position or adapt it as we go. Always listening in to the body's needs. We start this Nidra with the visualization of being surrounded by pillows, cushions, any kind of support you can imagine. The visualizations are sometimes unusual, fantastical. So allow your imagination to flow along. And you might notice these little bubbles and rapids along this theoretical stream of awareness. But just like the river flows, it might gather at points and eventually move. So visualizing the support, the feeling of being held, and sensing this silken quality to the materials which surround the body. As we zoom out from this bed of silken pillows and cushions, we see that the body is well contained in this bowl, that all the cushions of support for the body are contained within this very comfortably person-sized bowl. And you can allow your breath to simply flow and pause as it naturally does. And as the body becomes still, when there is breath, it might appear more pronounced. You may feel the body gently rock and sway with the breath and the pauses. You may be more aware of the heart beating. And you may feel some other movements or rhythms of the body. And we invite the awareness. Sometimes it flows, sometimes it meanders, almost like wood on the surface of the sea, bobbing up and down. As we zoom out on our scene of silken cushions, pillows supporting this gentle rocking motion of the natural breath and the biorhythms of the body. We zoom out to see this bowl containing the comfort is floating on still, open water. These conditions imply the settling of a storm recently passed. You can see the weather in the distance on the horizon. Below, sea. Above, ever more distant clouds, opening now to an easy dusk sky. The colours magnificent, rich, pastel, fuzzy, peachy blues and purple. There's still lots more light and the water becomes still. The gentle rocking of the body with the breath seems to encourage the sea to want to move a little more. And you can feel your body's biorhythms gently pulsing and meeting the pillows. The pillows in turn meeting the bowl, and the bowl in turn tickling the water. The breath is easy, and even as some spray licks onto the side of the bowl and lands on your cheeks, you realize that you can breathe in water and in air. As you become more aware of the water lapping up against the bowl, it seems to gently increase. And curious, you start to feel the bowl move more and more. Within it, the cushions gently sway. You may feel or hear a sliding silken sound as the splashes splish and splosh. And before long, you're breathing underwater in the bowl, which is now full. You notice now that the surface of the water is above you, and as you breathe in and out, no bubbles emerge. but the feeling of a free airway is there. You see the ripples on the surface from below, those impossible plays of light, the wisping clouds in the far sky above, in that peachy blue, purple, crisp sunset sky, rippling and playing like water. There comes a sense that the bowl is half sunken, half floating, and you can witness the warmth of the touch of the water around. There doesn't seem to be many fish here. This water is very pure, but yet untouched. And this shallow bed awaits as the bowl finds the bottom of the water. It's not so far. You can still see the light above. You can still breathe and sway with the body's biorhythms in the silken, smooth support beneath. There is steadiness of the sandy seabed beneath. And almost as soon as you imagine the space free of sea life, past floats a little seaweed, seemingly dancing through the current. Steady on the seabed, you don't move, but you see its effortless dance as it's carried by the body of water. The spark, the flash of light from the scale of a fish. It passes the seaweed, dances with it for a while, and then disappears out of view. As soon as you wonder where the fish went, a whole shoal appear and seemingly dance together in this chaotic yet composed rhythm, like one shape, one being, shape shifting. As you look again, they disappeared. And blinking your eyes, you awake from a dream. Yet you are still on the surface of the water, surrounded by silken pillows. And yet, timeless time seems to keep the sky light. And as you wonder how long you've been here, take a slow breath and find yourself on the beach. Above the wisping palms, drifting, seeming themselves to dance across the backdrop of the setting sun. The stars will be here soon, and as you glance to the surface of the ocean. Already you can see the sparkle as the surface glistens and licks the horizon. Stirring on the silken pillows, you decide to stay a while. As you listen to the distant surf.